Hello and welcome to Freak Out to Chill Out again. This evening we're going to release some grief, I hope. And I think it's a really important thing to acknowledge not only the grief that we've felt so far, but also the ongoing grief for the people all around the world who are still suffering, who are still living in fear. And I think for a planetary loss of innocence, there's been so much freedom of movement around the world in this century and in previous centuries. And we've been able to relocate families and still know that we'll see them again. And think about careers in far-flung places. And those things are not so much of an option at the moment, and it's unclear as to when they will be again. And so I think there's a lot of grief in that. There's an innocence that's been lost, and it's important for us to acknowledge the grief that we felt and have the courage to know that, to feel it. And it's not necessarily this evening grief just about coronavirus. Sometimes our children are suffering, and that's a grief that perhaps is ongoing. Things aren't as normal as we might have liked. Our own health is not as normal as we might like. I know that's a grief for me that comes up over and over again, just to letting go of what a normal life I might have thought I would have. So wherever your grief is and wherever it's stored in your body, or the memories of it might be associated with your different parts of your body, tonight is an opportunity to have the courage to hold that grief and to, if not to let it go, certainly to give it some love. Allow it to be present. It may well pop up again as grief is wont and in the most unexpected moments. But tonight is a night to hold yourself in that space, to give yourself some love. And it might be a little tearful, and if that is the case for you, my invitation to you is to hold yourself in whatever nurturing way is meaningful for you. And if it's too difficult, allow yourself to step back from it. Allow yourself to let go of the focus, return to your breath, maybe even come out of the meditation if that is what is feeling appropriate for you. So really be kind to yourself. There's no right way to grieve, and there is no right time to be over it. So let's begin by going into a nice deep relaxation. And I'll be reminding you of all of those things as we go through as well. So if we relax the body first, and our spirit, and then we can allow things to just shift and move. So getting nice and comfortable. As we start to let go of the old normal and start to get used to whatever our new normal might be for the time being. Notice your breath. Notice your soft and easy breath. Allow yourself to release tension as you breathe out. Notice your shoulders releasing, settling back into the surface beneath you with a bit more ease. Notice the muscles of your neck releasing as you breathe out. And shoulders come down towards the surface a little bit more. A little bit more space between your ears and your shoulders. Let your attention move into your scalp. Sometimes we hold quite a lot of tension in our scalp. So let your eyebrows rise up into your forehead, and as you release, consciously release all the little muscles in your scalp. All the little muscles around your eyes are another place where we can store tension. So screw them up, then as you breathe out, let them relax. Just soft, whether you want eyes closed or open is completely up to you. Hinges of our jaw. Those of us who grind their jaw will have a lot of tension in here. You might like to just gently circle around the hinges of your jaw, along your jaw, around your mouth, breathing out and releasing all of those muscles. Noticing your chest, particularly the middle of your chest. Just imagining as you breathe out that you're releasing any tension that you're holding through your chest. Really letting go, creating spaciousness through your chest, some openness. And then let your attention rest in your arms. Come all the way down into your hands. Sometimes we can hold our hands quite tightly, even when we're not using them. But if we write a lot or type a lot, they can accumulate a lot of tension through the day. So let your attention rest in both hands. Let them stretch. Move your wrists around, becoming very conscious of the insides of your forearms, your elbows, your upper arms, both sides, where your arms join into your shoulders. And then as you breathe out, you can release both arms and hands, just feeling all of the tension draining away. And now feeling your upper back. This is another classic place for us to store tension. So anyone who has ever given anyone a massage will notice that there's a lot of tightness between your shoulder blades. So take your attention into those muscles so that as you breathe out, you consciously release that tension. And feel your shoulder blades resting back into the surface beneath you with just that little bit more ease. Moving down into your belly. Well known to be in sync with stress is our belly. And quite often a place we can hold on to grief. So as you breathe out, consciously release anything that you've been keeping in your belly. Just very gently release it with your out breath. Softly and at ease, just as you are in this moment. And then allowing your attention to move into the same part of your body on the other side. So your middle and lower back. You may even like to take your attention into the nerves that leave your sacrum. All the little tiny muscles that support your back. And if you have any injuries, even having your attention resting there very gently, so that as you breathe out, those muscles let go. And there's more spaciousness between each joint. Everything can just awareness in your whole hip girdle. So your hip joints, your pelvis, your whole sacrum, and your lower abdomen. You're very right just above your pelvis. Releasing your buttocks, allowing a great deal of spaciousness to come in around your hip joints. And now your legs, your thighs, your knees, your lower legs, ankles. Allow all of the muscles and connective tissue in your legs to release with your out-breath. Soft and at ease. Allowing your attention to simply rest at this point in the physical structures, knowing that each breath is creating a little bit more spaciousness through your joints. And now you may notice, and I know as a yoga teacher, I notice that a lot of people grip on to the earth. So their toes are really tight, arches are really tight. So my invitation to you now is that as you breathe out, you release your toes. You release your feet. Allow them to be soft and long and at ease, spacious. And already, so quickly, our body is more relaxed. And now my invitation is to imagine that as you're breathing into your body and releasing tension, releasing grief. We don't need to stay there. We don't need to know what it is. We just breathe out. So staying with your awareness in your feet, imagine that as you breathe in, your breath is coming in through the arches of your feet, flowing in through all of the muscles and connective tissue, your toes, your upper feet, and into your ankles. And as you breathe out, you're releasing through your ankles. Everything you no longer need is released through your ankles. Allowing the breath to flow in through your ankles, gently flowing through your calves and your shins, collecting as it comes, all of which you no longer need to release through your knees. Soft and at ease. Breath flowing in through your knees, through the fronts and the backs of your thighs, and out through your hips. Softly and gently being released through your hips. Whatever you're holding on to through your buttocks, through your thighs, is dissolving. Breathing in through your pelvis, up into your lower abdomen and your lower back. Breath flowing into those areas and breath releasing, soft and at ease. And now breath flowing in to your lower abdomen and your lower back and filling your belly and filling that arch of your back. Life flowing into your belly. Perhaps as you breathe out, it's going out of your navel and the part of your spine that sits behind your navel. No need to know what you're releasing. No need to dwell. Breathing in and letting go of tension. Now the breath, as you breathe in, flows up and fills your chest and your upper back. Breathe in, allow the breath to really fill this whole space over and over again, breathing out through the heart and behind the heart, as if you can release what you've been holding. Breathing in, filling the chest, breathing out and letting go. As your awareness flows down into the palms of your hands, allow the breath to flow in through your palms, your hands, your fingers, and out through your wrists as you release any emotions that you no longer need. In through your wrist, let it fill your forearms, both of them, and let it flow out through your elbows. Breathing in through your elbows, upper arms, and releasing through your shoulders. Whole arms, breathing in and releasing out. Perhaps you might like to think of your in-breath as cleansing. Allowing the breath to come into the base of your throat and the base of your neck. Breathing in, filling your neck all the way up into the base of your head at the back here, coming up, filling your head and out of your crown. So breath coming in at the base of your throat, the base of your neck, and out of your crown. Thoughts unspoken, cries unmade. Breathing out, releasing. Whole mind deeply at ease. And now softly, as you breathe in, breathing in from your feet to your heart, and as you breathe out through the crown of your head. Breathing into your heart, breathing out through the crown of your head. And again. And now drawing life down. As you breathe in, draw it down from the crown into your heart and releasing through your feet. And again, breathing in through the crown of your head into your heart and out through your feet. One more time. Breathing in from the crown to your heart and out through your feet. And now I invite you to rest in your heart. Breathing in and out of your heart, filling it with courage and compassion and forgiveness. Allow that courage and compassion and forgiveness to radiate out of your heart in every direction, through your whole body, into the space in front of you and the space behind. You may even want to give yourself a cuddle. Allow yourself to rest in this space for a few moments of stillness. if it makes sense to you. Allow that space in your heart to fill with joy. And allow that joy to hold the grief. Allowing your attention to little bit by little bit come back firstly into your breath, allowing it to deepen into your body, noticing the way it moves your body against your clothes. Let your awareness rest in the weight of your body against the surface beneath you. And then begin to move in whatever way makes sense for your body. To stretch, to twist, yawn if that makes sense for you. And if you're laying down, you might like to roll over onto your side for a little bit, just to equilibrate your senses, and rolling up whenever makes sense for you. Rubbing your hands together. Cupping your eyes with that warmth. Allowing your eyes to open into the darkness. Allow them to be soothed. Spread your fingers to begin the light. Massage through your forehead. Back through your scalp. Crown. Around the edges of your ears. Hinges of your jaw. Along your jaw into your chin. Around your mouth. Outside of your nostrils. Really wake your face up. Smooth over your forehead, over your crown, and off your shoulders 3 times. Bring your palms together if that is something that is comfortable for you. May all beings be at peace. And may we all live in the true peace of our own hearts. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope that you're able to hold the grief in joy, in love and compassion and courage as the days turn into weeks and the weeks turn into months. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Thank you.